Hello guys and welcome back to Game of Box Office. Today's prediction will be about the possible box office run of Wonder Woman. Before we start, I want to say one thing very quickly. Please keep in mind that I just predicted the box office run of the movie. I never, and I repeat, never talk about the possible quality of the movie, and I never take into consideration how much I like a genre, a franchise or something like that when I predict a movie. So, to all Marvel fans, please be peaceful in the comments, and to all DC fans, please also be peaceful in the comments. I love both comic universes and I feel zero hate towards any of these movies and or characters. Alright, as always, I will start to talk about the facts who work in favor for a good performance of the movie. As the first point, I want to name the production budget of $100 million. This is of course just an estimate at the moment, since the movie is far away from being finished, but I think it's realistic to assume that the overall production budget will not rise any higher than 130 million maybe. This number will be 45 million under the production budget of Suicide Squad and just half of the production budget of Batman vs Superman. That being said, it's obvious that Wonder Woman has to gross way less money than Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman to break even with its overall cost. Also, I don't think that Warner Brothers will spend the same amount of money for marketing in comparison to Suicide Squad or even Batman vs Superman. A worldwide total of 400 million should be enough to break even with the combined costs of production budget and marketing budget. A very good thing for the movie. The next point I want to mention is Gal Gadot and the figure of Wonder Woman as a whole. While most people hated Batman vs Superman, there were a lot of people who said that Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman and Ben Affleck as Batman were both the best parts of the movie, and I heard from a lot of people that they are actually looking forward to Wonder Woman now. On top of that, it's the perfect timing to release the very first big budget female superhero movie. The time is there finally, that a movie like that can actually work. This feeling of seeing a big female superhero movie for the first time can carry the box office performance also way up. The like numbers and the view count of the Wonder Woman trailer are also very good, so all signs are actually in favor right here. The next thing that could bring the performance also a little bit up is the fact that the Justice League marketing campaign will probably be already underway when Wonder Woman gets released. When Warner is intelligent enough, they will feature Wonder Woman heavily in the marketing campaign and hopefully also in the trailers, so that the Wonder Woman standalone movie gets a little bit of extra promotion through this DC Universe movie. Now to the aspects who work not in favor for a good box office performance of Wonder Woman. The competition is hard for the movie when it hits cinemas, that's for sure. On the weekend before the movie gets released, there is Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales to hit cinemas, which I predicted just a few days ago. When you haven't seen this prediction yet, you can click here and keep up with the numbers that I made up for it. On the second weekend of Wonder Woman's run, it has to face off against the Mummy remake and the World War Z sequel. While on its third weekend, Cars 3 and Kingsman The Golden Circle will probably not hurt Wonder Woman. There is Transformers The Last Night on the fourth weekend to be released, so overall, a tough program for Wonder Woman. Also, it's very hard for me to say which movie is actually able to hurt Wonder Woman and which movies can exist and gross lots of money without touching Wonder Woman's performance. The very first big female superhero movie is just a thing that has never existed until now. So, Wonder Woman has to set up some rules and benchmarks when it comes to this new genre. But happily for Wonder Woman, this is actually the only bad thing when it comes to its box office performance. Sure, a lot of people will say now that the DC Universe franchise is not working at all, and that after Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, this will be for sure the movie where the fanbase will start to disappear. But I can just hardly disagree. Most people already predicted on Suicide Squad that the fanbase will go away, but when you look at the numbers, it's absolutely obvious that they didn't go away. On top of that, Wonder Woman will not be affected by the quality of Suicide Squad or Batman vs Superman, since it's a totally different thing. The only thing that these movies have in common is the fact that they are in the same universe. So, as always, I will now fade in all aspects I just counted who work in favor or not in favor for the movie, and I will now start with the pessimistic prediction on Wonder Woman. when the movie isn't any better than Suicide Squad or Batman vs Superman, when it comes to the overall audience reactions, and when on top of that the Justice League marketing campaign isn't any good when the movie gets released, I think we can expect numbers comparable to the grosses from the Marvel Phase 1 movies. Wonder Woman will open with $75 million and after a multiplier of 2.65 will finish its domestic box office run with $198.75 million, just slightly under $200 million. On the overseas front, Wonder Woman will earn $325.95 million, and with that will have the same domestic overseas splitting that Batman vs Superman had. 37.9% from the gross out of the domestic market and 62.1% out of the overseas market. The final worldwide total of $524.7 million will already be enough for the movie to be a financial success for Warner Bros., and Warner Bros. Will probably be very happy with this number, although the movie has the power to be much stronger at the box office. So what will happen when Wonder Woman is actually better than Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman, and therefore Warner Bros. Is featuring Gal Gadot a little bit more than normal in the Justice League campaign? Well, in this scenario, I see Wonder Woman to become already a great success for Warner Bros. Wonder Woman will open to $85 million, and with a multiplier of 2.85, it will reach a domestic total gross of $242.25 million. On top of that, the overseas numbers will go up by over 30%, and the movie will earn a massive $430 million in overseas countries, for a combined worldwide total of $672.25 million. This number would be a fantastic result for the movie, and already over the last Thor movie, Ant-Man and every single Marvel Phase 1 movie when you don't take the first Avengers into consideration. When you would ask me if Wonder Woman has the box office power to actually become one of the 3 highest grossing superhero origin movies of all time, I would say yes, when everything falls into perfect place in this optimistic scenario. When everything works perfect, when the movie is insanely good, the marketing campaign towards the film is simple but great, and when the marketing of the Justice League is heavily based on the character of Wonder Woman, I can see the movie to gross well over $700 million worldwide. In this scenario, I see Wonder Woman to open with $105 million, which will conclude to a $315 million total after a 3.0 multiplier. On the overseas front, due to a little bit better splitting, Wonder Woman will gross $470 million, which will lead the film to a worldwide total of $785 million. This gross would be insane for Warner Bros., and the DC Cinematic Universe would have its first really big hit. With this worldwide number, Wonder Woman would sit on second place all time when it comes to superhero origin movies, just behind the first Spider-Man from 2002 and ahead of Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy. So DC, go for it. You still have the potential to turn everything around. The next video will be a prediction on Transformers The Last Knight, King Arthur or Kong Skull Island. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If so, be sure to check out these other 3 predictions that I link you on the left, right and bottom of the frame. Also, when you like what I do here on YouTube, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos to come. See you soon. Bye bye.